Hey, another Toy Fair show, a toy kind of mood. And I'm taking over the hosting duties today because Robert has lost his voice and he'll just be doing sign language the rest of the show. But, just kidding. Bobby, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, no, I mean this was like I can do I love you. That's it. So I'll but that's it.
At least you got something. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no, this was an interesting.
Yeah. We have the title Hasbro's Marvelous Monday. It's quite marvelous, right?
Yes. There are some misses. There are some the hits were home runs, the misses were just those are swinging misses.
All right, we'll see. That's why I'm hosting, because you're the Marvel dude, and I want to get your insight, and we'll fly through this, and maybe we'll switch roles for Joe coming up. So that's just a little preview. We
Nice.
get before we forget, they're not calling it a fan first. They're doing the 40th anniversary of A Real American Hero on Thursday, and if work allows us, we will record on that day.
Yes.
And if not, the weekend. But let's get into episode 64, Toy Kind of Mood, Hasbro's Marvelous Monday. In case I forgot, I haven't hosted in a while. I am Travis Moody. That's Robert Behar. We're here to talk some Marvel stuff. And if you missed it, there's a Mezco show, episode 63. What a hell of a weekend.
Fantastic episode.
That was a fantastic episode. One of the top 5 best of the 60, 70 episodes we've ever had. Those guys, Vlad, Fabster, KJ's hosting.
Killed it.
Then they touch on Marvel as well. So, all right off the bat, our friends Ryan, Dwight, Dan, they talked about No Way Home. They said, we read in the comments, we're on Twitter, and leave us alone because Disney's not letting us do it because it's still in theaters. It's still making money, Bobby. So I don't know, what's your take on that note?
I get it. It's the same thing that happened last year with the Disney Plus line. They're like, finally we can reveal it. Finally, they had to wait till WandaVision finished. And let's be real here. We know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a new Green Goblin, the Doc Ock, and then the Andrew and Toby Spider-Man. We know we're getting those. Like, if it would just be stupid if we didn't. So I'm pretty sure once it hits DVD, I'm sure
DVD? Is that still a thing?
It is. Or you know what, when it streams on Stars. There you go. When it's on Stars next month.
Well, I think at least say Blu-ray.
Okay, fine.
Those are kind of going
4K, on the 4K Blu-ray DVD box set.
But we're actually going to talk VHS tapes. In a little while. Yeah.
But no, I think next Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends, Hasbro Fan First, whatever. I think we'll get more of those.
Yeah.
But I get it. Disney has the iron grip.
Yep.
Disney's they got the gauntlet. So
because I mean, right off the bat, let's be honest. Our predictions for the show, just in our chat room or other shows, we were like, Thor, Love and War.
So wrong.
Yeah. Love and Thunder, Thor, Moon Knight. We went. Yeah, guys.
People were guessing like a $50 Sentinel, Mojo, like everything.
Everything was wrong.
All wrong.
Everything was wrong. But that said, it was a good show. What I did like about this, Bob, before we actually get into reveals and stuff, is that they kind of just gave you everything. It wasn't like, all right, if we're just doing X-Men, we're just doing one Disney Plus show, which is kind of traditionally what they've been doing. And actually, they promised interviews, and they didn't do any.
Nope.
Thank God. Let us do the interview with each other.
Let us do that shit.
Yeah. Thank God it was just those 3 guys that we enjoy watching with their camaraderie, the chemistry, and it was, wonderful. So we
fantastic.
When we review streams, we review that as well, not just the reveals, because the presentation is important. They hit it off right away. And you know what? I'm going to do plunder as we go along. I don't have a whole lot, but right there's a tease of what.
Yeah, I have my Ben Riley. Shit, I forget my Ben Riley.
Sorry, we didn't really. It's like 9 a.m., dude. I just got out of bed literally
Right.
a half hour ago. But the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, and they're gonna brand. They promised they're gonna brand it Beyond Amazing. So that's different than this.
Yep.
But retro Spidey Wave. Tell us the bombshell right off the bat.
Rhino.
Hmm.
And it's gonna be the deluxe, like extra large, kind of like with the Kingpin. I think it was
Deluxe
like
card, yep.
yeah, the deluxe card. I think it was like about 2 inches.
Oversized, yeah.
The oversized card.
And I'm okay with that because yeah, you can't see it. It's on the other wall, but it would not match up tacked on the wall. I'm just gonna rip it open.
Oh,
I'm
gonna be Dwight style. Just rip
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But Rhino will be part of that detolf behind me. He's not sitting in a card. But
yeah.
Go ahead, tell us about the details of this new Rhino.
Okay, so the new details, we do get like the dual tone wash on it, which is really nice. 2 heads, the fist and like the grabbing hands. I mean, it looked like that. I will have to get. I needed that Rhino was just amazing.
Yeah, I love how Dwight referred to one of the head sculpts as mid-level pissed off. So that was pretty dope.
And it was great.
There's no more oversized shoulder armor. They got rid of that.
And they showed the old school Rhino and they had like that plasticky rubbery armor. And to their defense, that was Rhino then. He had like mech armor on him, but now they've gone old school. Rhino is just he's in the Rhino skin. The pinless straw. I mean, it looked great. I mean, it's got that mass to it. And if anyone who's had that Kingpin, either you have it or you've held it in your hand, it's a meaty figure. It's got size to it.
Definitely one of my regrets that I haven't picked up that Kingpin because now it's on eBay for who knows how much. So, they also announced. Oh, and by the way, so you could pre-order this tomorrow, or if you're watching this, I don't know when, but basically, Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It will be a fan channel exclusive. If you don't know what that is, don't freak out. It means it's just available on all the e-tailers. So if you can buy it online, besides Target and Walmart, it will be on every other Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, maybe Best Buy, GameStop, maybe Amazon, whatever. I mean, Amazon's a big box retailer, but it's an e-tailer. So yeah, it should be. Yeah, fan channel. Amazon is iffy. Sometimes it's not. Yeah, they're weird about that.
Yeah, I'll go on Hasbro.
Yeah, it'll be on Pulse if you want to wait until 2026 to get it. Yeah, get it on Pulse. But
are you gonna pre-order this?
Oh yeah, Rhino's a home run. Oh yeah, no, he said he's going to detolf. He's going to be fighting that big ass juggernaut you see that's taking up all the space. So all right, Future Foundation stealth suit Spidey because it's the inverted white on black look.
Yeah,
so
we're getting on white. Yeah,
and Bobby, I'm okay with this because that beautiful symbiote Spider-Man is carded on my wall, and this is a similar look. And now I can actually kind of mess around with it. But yeah, your take on this digital render of Future Foundation.
I mean, it looks great. I missed out on the original Future Foundation.
Same,
yeah. And so for anyone who doesn't realize, this is when Johnny Storm was dead, and Spidey took a spot on the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four disbanded, and they became the Future Foundation. So you saw the FF. And Spider-Man, they were given a new white. He was given a new white suit. This was, I think, 2015 is when we first got that Future Foundation Spidey. And now we're getting the inverted one because unstable molecules can make it go inverted. I mean, look, I don't. You know what? I don't have any Peter Parker Spider-Man open. So there we go. I've got Miles Morales. I've got 2 Miles. I've got my classic Spideys in the box, but you know what? This one's gonna have to get bought and get opened.
So actually, same boat, and that's why I was so excited about the Mezco Spider-Man, the Ditko Amazing Spider-Man, because I know it's gonna be $100. And if it comes with that Goblin, it's gonna be 200. But yeah, again, I have all my Spideys kind of like a nice display. Maybe we'll get a picture on there, but they're just all carded. So I'm happy to get any kind of Spider-Man that I'm like, it doesn't need to be on the wall. It can just go in a case.
Exactly. But it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah, definitely. And then moving on, they wanted to talk about a future wave that they couldn't show a whole lot, but so they did reversal. They showed 2 waves today. Yes. One, they showed the BAF right away. The other one, they saved the BAF to the end. The first one, though, Okay, so I skipped the what if wave just to save some money. I mean, it's a cute cartoon, but now what if, as we know, is actually part of the MCU with the the multiverse of madness. But I thought the coolest thing from that cartoon was the Infinity Ultron, and
Yeah.
now he is a BAF. So your thoughts on this bad boy?
Um, you know what? KJ and I had been talking when the initial deep what if wave came out, and he's like, listen, and this is when the bad guys line came out, and he's like, listen, they have Ultron. I need that what if ultimate Ultron vision. I need that. I'm like, all right, well, they would be dumb not to do that. And they did say that the Clinton Barton and the Kate Bishop Hawkeyes were part of that build a figure wave.
Yes, yes, and
So
it's going to be 7-inch. It's a big boy
it's a
BAF.
it's a big hefty one.
Yeah.
I've got it put
With
on.
his massive lance. Hey now.
So and that was part of like because we got the Hydra Stomper, and so and the build a figure for that wave was the Watcher. I got 3 of the what ifs. I got Zombie Cap, Captain Carter, and the Hydra Stomper.
I do have the Captain Carter. I will eventually get the Hydra Stomper when it's not $40, but people love it and buy it, so
It's
it might be
amazing.
a long time.
It's huge.
I do love the zombie cap, and then people are crossing that over with Joe's, making like zombie Cobra Troopers. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think those are those will be the 3 I eventually get. But
Yeah.
I do have Captain Carter for now. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah. And I speculating on what else could be in the what if. Like I'm sure the Killmonger, the Killmonger that fights that the Ultron.
I would get that one for sure.
Yeah, we got the 2 Hawkeyes, which I'll get those 2. Maybe the Black Widow. Maybe the zombie Scarlet Witch. It'll be interesting.
That sounds like a way better wave than the one they had.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah, it was spectacular. It'll look amazing. It'll look amazing.
Yeah, and because the Hawkeyes are included, and maybe the Moon Knights will be included. We'll have to see. I don't want to speculate too much, but if that's a wave, then I don't, I'm totally happy getting this Infinity Ultron as part of that because those are all figures I want. My home run for this, my winner, my 5 Bible, I bought them all. They're on Hasbro Pulse. They're all exclusives. The X-Men VHS animated figures. Now I bet you K Wish is happy he didn't wake up for this show because this is the only, technically maybe the only X-Men figure they revealed today. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. So anyway,
no, you're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, everything else is very much just Marvel.
Marvel. But Storm, okay? And I'm thrilled, and I said this in the chat, that I never opened that Target retro carded one. I just displayed it because now this is the one. It's already loose. It's in a VHS box. It's not carded at all. So yes, gorgeous face sculpt. Go ahead, tell us about VHS Storm.
So VHS Storm, 90s X-Men. I do like the fact that each VHS has is color coded, like the old VHSs were. For anyone who had the X-Men VHS when they first came out, they were color coded.
Yeah, so cool.
She is cell shaded. They gave her the big hair that the 90s Storm had.
Yep.
The cape is cell shaded. Like I love the detail, and then she'll have 2 pair of hands, one regular and then one with lightning bolts coming off the fingertips as she calls down the the lightning and the thunder. So yeah, I'm with you. I've got the Wolverine, Jubilee, and Sinister all pre-ordered, coming out later this year, and Storm is going to get pre-ordered. It's just a no-brainer.
And yeah, it'll be on Pulse tomorrow. It is exclusive, but none of them have sold out so far, so don't worry about that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, and this TV is like, no, you can't
not want to cooperate.
You can't have the cool background because we're not letting you just have YouTube on forever. You should have screenshotted those. All right. So anyway, 20th anniversary line really quickly. Every 20th of the month, Dan mentioned that they're gonna be kind of just giving you updates or moving a little slower.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's going on here. It's very weird that they shoot out the gate with Cap, Hulk, and Iron Man, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna hold off on Toad." I'm like, Your best one you've let out with was that Captain America. That Captain America is fantastic.
It's the only one that you and I have pre-ordered. We
Yeah,
skipped the other
100%.
two.
And Harding Studios, they've done the head sculpts on all three of them, and I guess they're waiting on Toad. I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Moving on,
Like
exactly.
All right, let's get right into it. We're not going to bother teasing you. It is the controller bath wave. This was the meat and potatoes of this.
Yes.
Completely unexpected because, we were thinking more MCU, Disney Plus stuff. But cool, man. I'm all about the comic Marvel Legends. And yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about the controller. At first, you weren't sure who this was.
I still don't know who this is. Vlad was like, "Oh, he's an Iron Man villain." I'm like, "Okay." It like literally when it popped up, and I get that they're using the same sculpt from Thanos.
Yeah, it's Darkseid's brother, man. Get with it.
That's what it looks like. It looks like it literally looks like the Marvel got lazy. Like, it's not Darkseid. It's
Light Side.
Dark Dyed.
Yeah, Dark Dyed, Light Side. So he looks great. That face sculpt is awesome.
Cool. He looks cool. There are 2-3 figures in this wave I'll get.
Oh, okay. I was actually a little more impressed, I think. I think because it's almost like Rentra from Multiverse of Madness, where it's not a complete home run bath, but if the figures are good enough, I'm gonna be like mostly all in for the bath.
Oh, the figures look amazing. It's just I don't have, like, as we've discussed before in both the chat and on here, with the increase in pricing, I have to be just more selective.
That's a great point. Yeah.
But you know what's great? Let's break down these figures, and I'll tell you which ones I'm going to get, because as I keep looking over this, I'm like, I kind of need that one. I don't have that one. I could use that one. So let's break it down, Trav.
Oh yeah, before I get in that is I think we all have like 20 Iron Man, and I did express my disgust at Model 70 Iron Man. It's not a great Iron Man, and thankfully I looked, there's no bath piece in it. It's like Wolverine from the Bonebreaker X-Men wave. I think is it Bonebreaker? You can skip this Iron Man. I like that. I think they know people are Iron Man'd out, Wolverined out, but you have to sell it as part of, it's a mandated kind of probably a Marvel mandated thing. So he's an Iron Man foe though, controller, and we probably have 2 or 3 Iron Men already. So it's nice to add enemies instead of having DTOFs filled with Avengers and nobody to fight. So controller works in that way. The first one though, they teased yesterday. Right. The box art, and we're finally getting a blue Marvel figure. First time ever for Adam. So go ahead.
And that one I'll wait until I find it in hand, but that figure looks amazing.
He looks great. Yeah.
He looks great. I do, and I really applaud them. And it's the little things. It really is the little things. The blue energy that he has that they had on his fist looked fantastic. It looked really good. The figure looked amazing. That is probably one of the ones I will pick up from the ultimate lineup.
From Ultimate. So he teamed up with Carol, America Chavez and T'Challa, and they were the Ultimates. And he's one of the strongest characters ever in Marvel lore. And he's kind of like their Mr. Terrific, kind of like the technical physicist kind of guy, but just super strong in the end. And then we mentioned the Model 70 Iron Man, and then Speedball.
And that's based off of the Alex Ross design from the new one. So, I mean, I don't know. I would probably pass on that. But more than likely, it's been one of those ones I see in hand. I'm like, ooh, that's awesome. I don't know. But once again, it's like I can't justify anymore spending the same amount on an action figure with no Build-A-Figure piece to the same that has a Build-A-Figure piece, and it's just a little annoying now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Speedball,
the cause of Civil War back in the early noughts. I was shocked that they went with the new Warriors with Speedball. But they made a Night Thrash, and that Night Thrash looked badass. So yeah, screw it. Speedball looks cool. Will I get him? No. Do I understand people making him and wanting him? Sure. Yeah. Great detail. Like the eye, the goggles looked fantastic. Now we have Speedball, will we get Penance? That'd be kind of cool, but whatever. Yeah, I dig it. I mean, it looks an amazing looking figure, great sculpt, great paint job. I'll just probably pass on that one.
Yeah. So here's a tip for the Doctor Strange wave. I wasn't like super excited about every single figure, but
Yeah.
I was like, they're good enough for me to. I don't want to like miss 2 pieces of the bath. If you go on eBay, then you're paying for a figure anyway. So I was like, I might as well just get the figure. But here's a tip: Target does these deals where like you buy 2, you get 150% off, and then if you cancel, they still the deal still works with like say you buy 5 because you have to buy like $100 worth to get $20 off. You can keep canceling the figures and you'll still get like that percentage off. So I've been like, and then also they price match. So I've gotten the whole wave so far, missing a couple figures. One of them, I need you to mail me that Rentra.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Throw it in an envelope, dude. Don't pack it. Just put it in an envelope. And
I know I've got a few things I need to ship out. So yeah, including
no worries, man. But I've had friends, K-Wish, my buddy Dave Speck. They found them in Target while they were hunting. They're like, "You need these, right?" And I'm like, "Only if they price match." And they price match.
Yeah.
So I got them all for $21 instead of 23. I mean, it's $2, but you add it up, that's $10 I'm saving. After getting the whole wave. So that to me, if I can do that with this wave, I'm almost all in minus Iron Man because I don't need him.
Okay.
But I think the rest of them, they're not all 10 out of 10, but I'll get the Speedball to me is a 6 or 7 out of 10 character. Sure, Civil War, but people say he looks like Macaulay Culkin, but it's okay to have a couple geeks in there with all the
exactly.
All the
and you know what? Yeah. Here's the thing: there are people who love new Warriors.
Yeah,
great. Get your team together. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Just also mention they said that Toy Bro will have a full review of Speedball, yes. So that might help on his YouTube channel. The next one to me is a home run, Madam Hydra.
Yeah, that's a home run. That's
and they do female faces so well. I mean, don't quote me on that. I'm gonna get in trouble and be banned from Hollywood forever. But I'm just saying they do great work with the head sculpts. They're awesome.
Maybe McFarlane should take a hint from here. No, Madam Hydra. I mean, knocked out of the park, and they did say that this was kind of a reuse sculpt from the White Queen, because the gloves. And it looked great. It looked spectacular. Yeah. And because of Hydra, both with the Avengers and with X-Men, especially her nearly marrying Wolverine.
Yeah. And this is funny me saying this, but what a makeup job. So nice, so delicate. Oh,
K-Wish would appreciate this figure.
Yeah. I love the holsters, the buckles with the Hydra logo, the different color green, really. Green on green, you never think would be a good idea, and it's lovely.
It works. It works. I thought, that was a great job, Hasbro. Great job, guys.
All right. Everyone's favorite Captain America, U.S. agent.
Cool.
U.S. agent. Yeah. That's exactly my reaction. But then I was like, oh, well, bath piece need it. So
you know what? Here's the thing. Bravo to Marvel for giving us a U.S. agent that actually, I don't know, has a goddamn shield. Just saying, Disney Plus wave.
The right shield, actually, the right one.
Yeah, the right shield. Like, yeah, it looked great. It looked, and especially if you're reading Devil's Reign right now, U.S. agent does play a small part in that. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Am I gonna get him? No, probably not.
Yeah, beats the Disney Plus version, and I mean, if I gotta get it for the bath piece, he can hang out with 20th Cap, or maybe just beat up Wyatt Russell. I don't know.
Exactly.
This was an interesting one. At first, I was like, "What the hell?" And then the more they talked about it and showed it off, I was like, okay, this might be the second best reveal of the day. Lord of the Rings Thor.
God.
Castlevania Thor, Fortnite Thor. I can go on and on. Thor. It's Thor.
That Thor.
I'm a whore for Thor.
We know this. So once again, and I think it was Ryan who said that he loves Donny Cates, and Donny Cates is an amazing writer. No ifs, ands, or buts. This King Thor, and if you're reading the books, King Thor is like the Omega level. Like he's killed Galactus. He's taken on Silver Surfer with. I mean, this is a guy that you don't mess with. And they really show that in this figure. The eyes are translucent. The Mjolnir is pure energy. Like that's how powerful he is. He doesn't have a hammer anymore. He just hits you with straight lightning. And then he has he has the Odin's ravens with him.
Very cool.
Yep. Very cool.
Now, black tiara on the forehead gives me
I mean, this
he's got power glow eyes, the two-tone purple to red cape.
Yeah, this is a Thor that you don't F with, and the figure shows. I mean, he's got mass, he's got bulk. Yeah, that for sure is getting or picked up.
Yep. And how great was that unboxing? We mentioned it earlier, but Dwight smashed. He was just like
as someone. Look,
he almost destroyed his setup and got kicked off.
He knocked over pictures on his desk.
Yeah.
I'm with, I think it was Dan who was like, this is why you don't open your packages, because Jesus, like he just like rips it apart. I was like even when I open my box stuff, I still like cut the tape. I like carefully.
Even if I'm gonna throw it away, even if this, because a lot of the boxes, if it's not retro card or like one of my favorite characters, it goes in the bin. If I'm opening it, it goes in the bin. And I'm still like, just in case.
Just in case. Dan's like, F it. Dwight smash.
That was hilarious. Speaking of earthquakes.
This is the other one I'm going to get.
Yeah, of course, because it's 2 figures in one, so you might have to get 2. Especially if we're able to get the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. head sculpt on eBay or something. I mean, that.
If we can get a Daisy Johnson or Chloe Benet face sculpt, that'd be fantastic. Right.
So we're talking Quake. Daisy also is, what did they say? It's a duel with Maria Hill.
Yep,
almost.
That's Maria Hill
with the earpiece gun. So it's essentially an army builder. It really is.
It's an army builder. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna want, if you want female agents, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, or just generic ones, like you have some leftover Marvel heads back in the day, you want to just throw it on, or you want to make.
I mean, because here's the thing: you can get those bodies and then put like a Jean Grey, because you had multiple Jean Grey heads, you've got multiple Black Widow heads. You can Storm, you can army build like an army of female S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. So Quake, we do get Quake's, and I sold on Mr. Hyde. I don't regret selling Hyde, but Quake is the daughter of Mr. Hyde. And they did that both in the comic books and in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV show. She has her white gloves, and then she's got her Quake gauntlets to help control her powers.
Yep.
Super and then cool. We get the Maria Hill with like the slick down hair, the earpiece, gun. I mean, it's a fantastic figure, and both will have to get got, because
while we're on the topic of builders, I do want to show these off. Well, there went a piece. I'm like pulling a Dwight here, but look at these. These just came in from Hasbro Pulse. I already regret not getting more than just the 2-pack here, because I made like a Skrull agent, and then let's see. And actually, these are my 2 faves. I had a leftover Johnny Storm because I use his head for barbecue.
Oh, I like that.
That worked out perfectly. A super Skrull, and the ties of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
This is just so you can notice the different head sculpts that they came with. So definitely, man, this is a dark horse figure of the year, just because it was so cheap. Comes with 2 head sculpts, 2 guns. You can use it for anything. So, and look at the background. It looks like I'm freezing. It looks like I'm freezing. They do not want me to. All right, so that's actually, and while we're at it, might as well just show these off so we can close out. But I got, that's just part of the Strange Wave, And then I got one more here. Oh, okay. Here we go. So here are the boxes.
Yeah, I love the boxes.
So yeah, I didn't open these ninjas yet, the hand ninjas, but they'll probably be honestly like with Storm Shadow or something. Like they're
Yeah.
probably just gonna be, or maybe Electra. I got like a couple Electras, and then this is the 2-pack in case you haven't picked it up yet or yours hasn't been delivered. One has a red visor as well, and then Sleepwalker, another very very well done, awesome figure that we didn't expect, and people.
Now I have seen people using that Sleepwalker with Green Goblin, and it's actually really, really badass. Like they'll use that hood for their Green Goblin figures to make it more No Way Home accurate.
Oh, I love that because then you can just use the Norman Osborn head sculpt on the other Green Goblin. So, yeah, and then we saw that tease of Green Goblin with the Mezco. So if I get that, then I won't need the Green Goblin with the regular enemy sculpt. So they gave a Galactus Haslab update. Honestly, I kind of tuned out just because I didn't get it. I think it's great. I don't even know what they said on it. So I don't know. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I have it in my notes. Very clicky. So if you remember when the Sentinels came out, people were complaining that the legs were kind of wobbly and there wasn't, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, they were cracking the legs, yeah.
And so Dwight made sure to show like, oh, it's very clicky, click, 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 and they're all like, yeah, it's very loud and clicky. Like the pretty much saying, hey, we heard you, we see what happened, we fixed it. Dwight did say that the head sculpt is still getting a little work done on it. And that but it shows like it lighting up, and I really regret not getting it. It's I mean it looks great. I mean it looks fantastic. So yeah.
I wouldn't call it a regret, but yeah, I kind of going back and seeing how much the Haslabs flipped. Could have just bought 2 and then paid for 1 and then got 1 for free. They did mention Moon Knight because my prediction was we're gonna see Moon Knight stuff, digital renders just like the Hawkeyes, and we didn't. So they said they will be pre-orders and reveals on the next Marvel Legends show.
Yeah, they said to wait. I think they have to wait until at least we see Moon Knight on TV.
Yep.
And then we can get digital rendering. So then that works. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. And then any thoughts on that tease, the flask that they showed, the science kind of on the glass table?
I had a not safe for work thought of what it looked like. Honestly, it looked very cylinder-esque and something you would find in an adult toy store. You know what? Here's the thing. Honestly, so many different scientists. I don't know. I don't. Maybe a giant man. Maybe a Hank Pym.
Oh, you mean this guy?
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, look at that tie into my shirt.
Because here's the thing. Because when you think of scientists in a lab, it's either Mr. Fantastic, which we've already got a ton of those. Hank McCoy, which maybe we get an Avengers style Hank McCoy. Hank Pym, Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Can we get a Bruce Banner? I mean, that'd be kind of. I mean, they're really messing with him right now in the comic books. Maybe we get that.
I think you nailed it. I'm gonna say it's Banner just based on that guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna piggyback on that. All right, whiskey time. So overall for the Marvelous Monday, and then give your final thoughts in addition to your score, and we'll close this one up.
I give it a 4.
Okay.
I give it, and here's why. Because while it's one of those things where I'm like, the Rhino, the Future Foundation, I'll get in hand, but and this is like pre-order / getting in hand. That Ultron from What If, I mean, just the fact that we'll be getting the Hawkeyes and that we both like, we're gonna probably end up getting that Build-A-Figure. That 90s animated Storm,
Yep.
Toad, I mean, I don't care, whatever. Blue Marvel, I'll probably get that. Hydra, King Thor, Quake. I mean, and then once again, and it's a big deal. The Ryan, Dwight, Dan, camaraderie. Like Dwight nearly destroys his desk, and everyone's just like, the guys are like laughing at him. He's like, "Give me a minute," and they're like, "Okay, actually, you know what?" He's like, "Actually, you know what? Ryan, can you take over for me for a second?" He's like, "I gotta fix this."
Yeah, they're great.
They're great. So even if you're like, the figures are, take it as you will. The speedball, speedball, I don't care. But there's some geek out there going, I want my new Warriors. There you go, dude. Boom. Yeah, I'm giving it a 4. Great presentation. Great. The figures are great, and yeah.
Yeah, you convinced me. I actually, when I was watching it, I tend to do this. I'm a fanboy. I'm excited. Everything's amazing. Blah blah blah. And then I kind of take a half hour after, and I'm like, okay, this sucked. This sucked. I read the comments. That's the thing. I read the comments, and everyone's negative online, right? Pretty much. Well, at least the people who speak out, it's negativity. So it's like, okay, maybe it wasn't that great. And then I talk with you, and then we're talking. They don't care about the presentation, the fanboys. We know that. We have people in our chat who are like, I don't watch the streams. I just watch your show, or I go on Twitter and see the reveals, and they could care less. But we do. We think it's great. We think it's important. It's we don't get this. We don't get these kind of presentations.
No.
And we get them in video games, but they're not that personal because you're watching a trailer. You're not really. The devs are kind of, they're not really personable like a lot of like the Hasbro people, and like, we have the guys from Brian Flynn does the interviews, and we get a lot of great toy personalities. It's something that we don't really get from other mediums. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4 because it's not fair. And then of course I'm gonna get the screensaver right at the end. I just can't wait. It's not fair to these guys that they're handicapped by licenses. Licenses like Disney Plus, they have to wait. MCU, they gotta wait. Marvel, whatever, they have to wait for things. GI Joe can kind of do what they want because other than comics, what is there? There's no medium there other than that Snake Eyes movie. So yeah, and Transformers, they just do what they want basically at that point. They're so, because it's a Hasbro property. When they show them, a movie or they don't really have to wait because Hasbro kind of has their hands on it. So yeah.
Did I want to see Moon Knight? Yeah. Fuck, did I want to see maybe I don't know, Avengers
Love and Thunder? Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but like you said, they are hamstrung by Disney, going, no, don't show that. Okay, and people, and I do not read the comments in any of this because it should be fanboys bitching about something like I didn't get this, I didn't get it. Shut up.
Oh, and also we're forgetting Marvel is a comic book. Marvel comes from comic books. What do you know? What do you know? So
what the shit?
If it's 60-70% comic reveals, there's no Marvel universe or animated or video games if there's no comic books. You don't read, that's cool. Do what you want to do.
If you're just with a coloring book, fine. Okay, you can't look at the letters and put them into words. Cool, we get it.
Right. This is a comic book line first and foremost, and that's, and then that's why with McFarlane, I bought the comic book versions. I thought those were good, and then the movie one sucked. So Marvel Legends does a great job with movies and Disney, but they gotta wait. And so you're gonna get comic book stuff. It's Marvel Comics. So there you go. 4 to 5. It's Toy Fair, so Hasbro's playing by their own rules. They don't mention Toy Fair. They don't do a 3-hour blowout like Mezco's reveals all week. NECA released 30 things. They kind of pace things out. They say, okay, it's Toy Fair time. We'll do a stream, but we're gonna do a half-hour stream. We're not doing a 3. They got all year to do this, where the other companies are like, Toy Fair, this is our Super Bowl. They kind of play by their own rules. And so that's why people are underwhelmed. I get it. I totally cool, but I thought they covered all the bases. And I'm kind of happy there's one wave and 2 figures that I'm gonna get tomorrow, and I'm not spending $1 million. So I'm pretty happy with this rollout. You're gonna get 20 more of these fan first things from Marvel.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So there's no rush.
Just wait a month
in one day.
Wait a month and you'll get what you want. And if you don't, guess what? Wait another month and you'll probably get what you want.
Yeah, there'll be more. And there will be more Toy Fair action. We will have the NECA show this week, which will also cover things like Storm Collectibles and Super 7 and whatever. The Mezco one is live already. This one will be up soon, and then we'll do the Joe 40th anniversary. And Welcome to the Terror Drome will just be I don't know, that's going to be a crazy show, 1.5 hours long with all the boys, and we're just going to talk tons of custom 118 and more Joe stuff. So stay tuned, man. We got a lot going on. A Toy Kind of Mood. Like, subscribe, Ring
Yes.
that bell, do all that, share, comment. Even if you hate us, comment.
Let us know.
It helps the algorithm. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, that's the toy kind of
That's
mood.
it.
See y'all in the toy aisle.
See you in the toy aisle.
Peace.